All right, capgamer.com. I'm here with Nell. I mean, yo, I had my money on Nell on this whole match from beginning to end. He was just picking names and taking tags. I mean, this man was getting on like a real beast, especially with Dudley, dude. I could tell you a VXG ready, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, you know. I watched the video. You said last year, this year coming, you'll be a whole different competitor. And you proved that today. You are actually 100 times better. Talk to me, my boy. Tell me what's going on.
Well, you only have to go to the competition. You know, everybody been putting in work. Chemo been putting in work. Nick been putting in work. X been putting in work. John, everybody been playing, you know, so you only as good as people you play around. So big shots to them first and foremost for being my training partners. You know, I only got a good playing Chemo and Nick. Oh yeah, but however, you know, I really putting in that work. I want to put in more time, but you know, everybody got the job. But still, we're going VGX. We're going to say, man, this year, we ain't going to be like how we was last year.
What talking about? That what talking about. I could see that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was very impressed about how you was using different characters and still excelling. So I mean, to be able to play with so many different characters at that kind of level tells me that you're really putting in that work. Especially Dudley. I'm really impressed with Dudley. I mean, I thought you was going.
Character really right now. Dudley my weakest character right now.
Boy, you could have fooled me, the man. Just,
Dudley my weakest character right now.
dude.
Dudley my fun character.
The what kind of combos you pulling out there? I saying this got to be your main character.
He's my fun character right now. I playing really right now under the table. My characters who I really want to play the game with is Chun-Li, Aidan, and Ken.
Yeah, I did see you playing really well with Aidan.
But Dudley is like who I like to play with because he's so hard to play with. Because I playing with Dudley, my game getting better. Dudley ain't got much range, and he really execution heavy. So the mentality to me behind Dudley is you only get like 2 or 3 opportunities to win the match. If you could get your combos and those 2 or 3 opportunities, you'll win the round. You know what I mean? So when it is you're playing with like characters who have more opportunities, like say Chun-Li or Aidan, you tend to do better with those characters. Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie though, because when I was looking at how you were playing with Chun-Li also, you were more a tactical advantage. You were more you wasn't just throwing away moves, you were very calculated about which move you're gonna do. And especially with how you were playing against who you was playing with against Chun-Li. It was Fei Lang. Fei Lang. I realized you weren't just jumping in at all the time. You were like making sure that every move that he made a mistake, you punished him for it.
Yeah, you see that matchup with Chun-Li versus Fei Lang to me is in Fei Lang's favor because number one, Fei Lang damage output high. Chun-Li can't take damage. It's 1,000 versus 900 health, so he could take a lot more punches than I could take. So my tactic with versus Fei Lang when I'm using Chun-Li is not to jump at him, but to jump straight up, hoping that he will rush under with his rush punches. Then you know that he will miss his foot, he didn't get to counter him like that. But anytime I go straight at him, he gonna always give me more damage than I'll be able to dish him because he could push me into the corner, and that's where he want me. But I don't want to give him the corner. So I'm gonna stay in the air neutrally, and I'm gonna try and play him on the ground. But then again, he do a lot better with punishes than I have. So I just trying to look at the best matchup for that particular, which to me was Aidan. That's why I ended up going to Aidan for that matchup. Because Aidan could do just as much damage. He don't have as much health, but he could do just as much damage.
Yeah, and I also realized that with Aidan, he has that range. He could get in from a far distance, and I saw that was a very good advantage. But again, you did an awesome job, you know what I mean? And also, I really enjoyed your Twitch commentating. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I was like, man, I gotta hire these guys when it comes to Street Fighter because you know more about Street Fighter than me. And I mean, of course, I'm an FPS kind of guy, you know, I'm into shooters, but I mean, you know this game to a calculated science.
I ain't know it as good as a lot of people, but I try to like just get my own game up and try to realize my strong points with the game or whatever. You know, like I mean, I could say, like, if you play Nick's really twitch. Nick reflexes off the chain. So a lot of things that I could do against these other guys, I can't do against Nick because Nick will answer with a jump just on reaction. You know, Kimo really good at defense. You know, Kevin really good at offense. You know, again, a good mix now. Okay. You know, so I think I'm getting better at the game.
I don't think I know you're getting better because watching the gameplay footage, right, I'm thinking, man, that was not like how Nal used to play back in the day. It's like you upped your game 100%. And I think, personally, I had my money on you. I ain't gonna lie, I had my money on you because
I haven't played Fei Lang in so long. So, like simple frame, traps like medium. I tried to jab out of it and I shouldn't do that. I should just take the block and then reset the match. But that's a mistake I made and I paid for it. So I guess next time we do this, I come in with just one character straight through. You know, if I had picked Chun Li first, the match could have gone a different way because I'd been warmed up with Fei Lang, and I'd been warmed up against Fei Lang, and I'd been warmed up with Aidan for the second round.
Well, definitely, Carib Gamer gonna be doing another Street Fighter tournament, especially coming up to VXG for we could get everybody basically geared up and ready. So you go in cold, you go in hot. Even when you reach there, we still playing. Because I know most of us didn't carry our consoles the last time around. I'm definitely bringing a console this time around, and then making sure that we get the game in. And seeing that Rolando is saying he's keeping it more Caribbean centric, meaning we won't be playing those guys from the States.
I found that the goal of the VGS game to me should have been Caribbean players find out who the best amongst themselves. Because I never get play nobody from Santo Domingo. I never get play nobody from St. Martin. It's like put me against Mac, Teddy, out of San Francisco. It take me out like in 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those kind of guys live for Street Fighter. They
man sponsor players. We do this for fun. But I would like to see like a stronger entourage for Street Fighter go out. You know what I mean? I really encouraging Nick and X because X is a very good bigger player, and I really encouraging Nick because Nick good with Ken now and Ryu. So I encouraging other people to come out to really have a strong representation going out there, so that at least we could come out to the brackets this time. You know what I mean?
And I mean, definitely, Carib Gamer is gonna be heading every aspect of VXG this time around. So we'll be able to interview all the fighters, not just the elite few, but we're gonna be able to talk to all the fighters and find out exactly what's really going on, instead of just being biased against certain other players. Because the Caribbean got some great players, and I would love to see more of that, especially like how we're doing it here at Versus Arcade, which is epically awesome. And then using CCT stuff to stream it on Twitch. But again, it was nice having you coming through, dog. It was awesome. I know this is gonna go back in the archives for everybody to check out, and I'm sure you're gonna probably check it out to see where you went wrong and how you could fix it. And
especially the chemo match, with that last match with Fei Lang, I should have won that match because he's rusty with Fei Lang. That's not even his Fei Lang at his best, and I still playing Aidan, and that match kind of upset me because I could win that match.
Yeah, I agree. But we're gonna link up. I gotta go talk to the man himself, the man, the technician. CaribGamer.com. I am here with the winner of the Super Street Fighter 4 tournament. Carib Gamer first Street Fighter tournament, and the man, the technician. Hell is good. At first he was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna win this thing, man. I'm just gonna try. Humble as ever. Talk to me. What did you feel that you did right? Even though you felt you did a lot of wrong, what did you feel you did right?
I don't even know. We talking about the final match or just overall? Final match, I mean, he beat me first before the finals, right? So I just try to play a lot more patient, a lot more solid. He just got a lot of his damage from jump-ins and stuff, like predicting when I'm going to do a hard attack and stuff. So I just be patient and try anti-air him really well. And it kind of paid off. The patient play kind of get in his head a little bit, and he felt like as long as I playing like that, he can't win the matchup. So I just get lucky that way,
Well, I know for a sure fact that most times when gamers like you play against guys like him, you have to do a mind game. You basically gotta know exactly what you're doing, when you're gonna do it. And I think personally, you did that very well. You was totally in his head. I mean, you did everything, like you did a lot of textbook moves, and then after a while you kind of kept with a good defense. And he did say that you had a really good defense. Now let me ask you, before the finals, how did you feel that if you were going to go up against him, how you would have done?
I felt I would lose, like plain out lose. I can't remember if it was last night or the night before. I went up by his house and we played some sets and stuff, and it was more or less even, but it always feels like he just dominating me, because we play a lot, so we are accustomed to how each other play, and we play, we know each other tendencies and stuff like that. So coming into this match, I wasn't confident fighting now, and I wasn't confident fighting Kevon. So when I beat Kevon the first time, I was a little bit at ease, and then fighting now is just tough. It's just tough.
I mean, watching how Nal was fighting, he was decimating everybody, especially with Dudley. And I thought to myself that Nal would have captured the tournament. And then when I was watching how you were playing, you were very, very, strict by the book. You wasn't making any mistakes, and if you did make a mistake, you fixed it by pulling back. Because I realized it's a momentum type of thing. Once he gained that momentum, you stopped it right there.
Yeah, especially Dudley. You don't want Dudley in your face. You can't have that guy in your face. So, I mean, honestly, when he switched to Chun-Li, I was like, that's it, because I just think she's a really good character, especially against me. I have trouble with her. She keeps me out. All of her buttons really good, and he knows that I have trouble with her. So that was when he went to her. That's why he beat the Oni with her easy. I had to counter pick. I had to go Fei Long and hope that I could pull something out. And as I beat him with Fei Long, I knew that he would go to Adon. And I actually felt like I had a better chance against Adon.
See, and he said that same thing. He said he didn't know that he made that mistake. And I figured that probably because he plays against you often, that he knows where he was coming short. So I'm going to say congratulations to you. I mean, I also like to plug in that this is the #1 arcade place in the BVI, and Carib Gamer definitely likes to come here to run games, run tournaments, and also to just have a good time. And of course, definitely we was actually streaming this time around, which was epic. So CCT, enough big ups to y'all for giving us the opportunity to stream live. And most of these guys who play often can actually check out their games and see where they went wrong. And here I have the cash prize right here. Congrats, man. Hopefully, we can, try another one. I mean, he is the owner of Versus, but also, again, you have an awesome top-notch place, and most likely, more gamers going to come here to practice to be as good or probably better than most of their peers. So, again, this is caribgamer.com, repvi.com. Of course, RepVI is the #1 man to go to when it comes to media, when it comes to all things music, anything that is hip and happening in the BVI or any Virgin Island country you just check RepVI. We're going to be going all over the world come this year. You can see us in Canada. You're going to see us in St. Martin. You never know, you might catch us in Jamaica, United States, wherever there's going to be anything entertainment, gaming-wise. RepVI.com is your #1 source. Again, also I want to say a shout out to CCT once again. Thank you guys for allowing this opportunity to stream. And thank you, Kimo, for allowing you to, let us be here at Versus and, basically run our tournament. So, again, this is your boy Roscoe signing out. Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, just one more thing to say. I won this cash prize and stuff, feel really good, but, all of it not going into my pocket. Big things next week. I know everybody excited. Titanfall coming out next week. So definitely some of this money going to get that on this Xbox One.
Titanfall!
The people that don't have the luxury of having an Xbox One at home, or, they just don't want it but want to check out the game. I excited about getting it. I know Russell wants it.
I gonna be here for that. You don't know. I gonna be ripping it. I gonna be teabagging mech style. I gonna be jumping. Anyway, but that's cool, dog. I'm happy about that. So, y'all hearing the man, he's 100% gamer, putting it back into the gaming community. Titanfall, Versus, shut down the place. Shut down. So anyway, this is your boy